This is a setup of three-phase optical based level controller for reactors using PIC controller. These are the GPIO lanes as well as ADC lines of PIC controller. Now this is a control board. This control board consists of 5 potentiometer, out of which 3 are for phase control and 2 are for level control, that is optical level control. These are 3 bicolor LEDs which indicates the status of 3-phase AC. These are the 3 LEDs which indicates the status of relays. This is the relay control line, and this is the ADC lines, and this is the power lines, and these are the GPIO lines for bicolor LEDs. Now let's power up the board and see how the control board reacts. In the normal working state, all of the LEDs are in stable state in amber color and relays are turned on. Now varying the potentiometer is nothing but changing the levels in increasing and decreasing way. Increasing is done by rotating the potentiometer in anti-clockwise direction, and decreasing is by clockwise direction. Now I am increasing the potentiometer of R phase. The blinking of R LED indicates R phase is out of range, and these two LEDs are in stable green color, which indicates the load is turned off and both phases are in stable state. Now let me increase Y phase. Now both phases are in unstable state. Now let me increase B phase. Now all of the phases are in unstable state. All of the phases have crossed the threshold value. Now let me get back all of the phases to the normal working state. Now I am rotating R phase. R phase is back to the stable state. Y phase is back to the stable state, and B phase is back to the stable state, and all of the LEDs are in stable state. Load is also turned on. Now let me decrease the potentiometer and decrease the levels below the threshold value and see how the board reacts for the abnormal working state. Now I am decreasing the R phase. As we can see, both other phases are in stable state and this is in unstable state. Y phase, B phase, all of them are in unstable state. Let me increase and get back to the normal working state, or back to the working state. Y back to the stable state. B is also back to the stable state, and relays are also turned on. Now let's see how the board behaves for the optical sensor threshold changes. Already sensor 1 is below the 35 millivolts, and let's see how the sensor 1 behaves when it crosses 1.1 volt. Now as we know, by increasing the potentiometer it crosses the threshold value. I am increasing the potentiometer. Now it's already crossed the threshold value, and all of them are in green color, which says load is turned off and power is turned on. Now let me increase the sensor 1 threshold value, decrease the sensor 1 threshold value, and get back to the normal working state. Now this is the normal working state. Relays are turned on and all the phases are in normal state. This completes the demonstration. Thank you.